Welcome everybody to Excellence Not Victory. Today we're discussing the upcoming Emu Wars, the match between Ryan Bowen, Lachlan Adair to be the #1 runner-up to Danny Tesh arm wrestler in Alabama.
Australia.
That's what I said. Okay. For those of you who don't know, Ryan Bowen is the first guy. Hi, I'm Ryan Bowen. I have a YouTube channel and every man, woman, and child on earth subscribes to it. And his opponent is, hello, I'm Lachlan Adair. I train with my shirt off and I am so strong I can pull yesterday's sunshine back into focus. So, the coveted #1 rank in Australia comes with lots of advantages. But one is you get to meet, hello, I'm Danny Tesh. I am the #1 arm wrestler in America. Wah! I'm an emu. Okay, so we ready to get started?
Yes.
Okay. First thing we should rank, size. I don't know if you believe size matters. I think the size of the competitor matters. I think weight is strength. I think size is strength. And this, I think this is a fairly easy one to judge. I believe Ryan is the smaller of the two. We will rank Mr. Ryan as 1.0. Agree or disagree?
I agree with that.
All right. So I think Lachlan's obviously the bigger man.
Definitely.
So rank him what? I mean, he's not twice as big as Ryan.
1.3.
1.3. How do you come up with 1.3? You think it gives him a 30% advantage over Ryan? So out of 5 matches, Lachlan's size gives him like a 1.5 match out of 5 advantage.
That sounds about right.
I'd go a little higher than that. I think Lachlan's power is significantly greater than Ryan's, but we'll go with 1.3. Actually, I don't know if anybody at home could read this. And if you're drinking Australia's premier beer,
It is good.
cheers, mate. They call each other mate in Australia.
Is that right?
Yeah, I spent a year down there. Well, just under a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 3 days. It's you know when you go to KFC in Australia, they change things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't get the biscuit. You get a KFC meal.
Yeah.
Up here it's chicken, mashed potatoes, biscuit.
Yeah.
Down there it's chicken, mashed potatoes, French fries.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of carbs in Australia. A lot of carbs. All right. Next factor. We'll call it speed. And I don't know if it's really speed or power. Some people equate speed to who jumps off go first.
Okay.
You know, and but I don't know if what we're trying to measure is reaction time, or if what we're trying to measure is the acceleration of force. I mean, if you can go from 0 pounds of force to 100 pounds of force in a second, and I can go from 0 pounds of force to 100 pounds of force in 0.9 seconds.
Yeah.
10%. Theoretically, I'm 10% faster than you because at every increment of time after 0, I'm generating more force than you are. That doesn't necessarily mean I started before you did.
Okay.
As an advantage, say your top force is 100 pounds, and my top force is 200 pounds, right? But you go to 100 pounds in a second, and I go to 200 pounds in 1.25 seconds. But if your reaction time is quicker than mine,
Yeah.
you might go first, but I'm generating more force at every tick, 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 tick of the clock. So I don't know what we mean by speed and power. I think Daniel Mosier is not so much fast as he is powerful. I think he generates his force in a very short burst of time. I don't think he generates as much force as the super heavyweights. I just think he generates his force quicker. Anyways, between the two of these, which one do you favor? Which one is the lowest speed or power?
I'd say Lachlan's slower.
I would say so too. So we'll put him at 1.0. I think top rollers are typically faster than hookers, inside pullers. I don't know so much about Lachlan whether he is a top. I don't think he's a top roller, but I think Ryan will be definitely quicker than him. I think his reaction time will be quicker. I think for a top roller anyways, since they're firing backwards, it's easier for them to drop their legs and go backwards as opposed to an inside puller who's trying to come forward to the table. Plus it all benefits the top roller anyways because they're going towards their side of the table anyways. So where should we rank Mr. Bowen? Hi, I'm Ryan Bowen. Since this movie started, I got 4 more subscribers. I train with my shirt off. Don't make me take my shirt off. Guys, I'm Danny Tash. You're all vying to be assistant to the Danny Tash.
Oh.
What? Come on, you just gotta help me out here, man. I'm doing all the lifting.
I'd say.
Look, he's pasty white. He's got red hair. What's his nickname?
Blue.
Obviously.
I'm not sure how they.
We ought to call him Captain America. He's red, white, and they call him Blue. He's like a Spirit of 76. What should we give him for a number?
1.2.
1.2. Are you high?
A little bit.
Oh my God! I think his speed is way greater than. I think his speed advantage is way greater than his power advantage.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him over here at 1.4, maybe a little higher. I think he'll come off go first every single time.
Okay.
I think they could pull 10 matches in a row and Ryan will be first every single time. I think every single match will go, he fires first, he catches.
Okay, I agree.
Pitcher, catcher.
Whoa.
Top, bottom.
That's what I was thinking.
Of course you are, that's what you're always thinking. Oh, I feel so bad for the missus. All right, here we go. Force. And I'm going to call this, what do you want? I want to call it, I don't want to call it endurance, I want to call it work capacity. But we can call it endurance if you want. What would you prefer?
Work capacity.
Capacity. All right. Because I think if you can generate a higher level of force, you can hold a lower level of force longer than somebody. Like, if his max force is 200 pounds and his max force is 100 pounds, I think he can hold 100 pounds longer than he can. So, I think force and capacity go together. Who do you think's winning?
Lachlan for sure.
I agree. Lachlan for sure. And I don't think it's even close.
What? That's good.
I think Lachlan's got the big deadlift numbers, probably big bench number. To be honest, I haven't seen him benching in any of his workouts. I see a lot of side pressure. I mean, I seen him doing side pressure so hard that it actually tore the space-time continuum, and fucking dinosaurs and shit started coming back into Australia. Of course, they have dinosaurs in Australia anyway. I think he ripped open the space-time continuum, and a whole bunch of things escaped Australia. Say, get me out of here. My guess is if you go first. I met both of them. Yeah, I met both of them. I got an idea. Which one? You tell me which one you think. What number does Lachlan get?
I'd say 1.4.
I was gonna say almost 2, but so let's split the different.
All right.
1.6.
That sounds good. Sure.
And 1.65.
Okay.
Because that's the resolution we have here. 3 significant figures, baby. 2 decimal points. That's how scientific this is. All right. Here we go. What they call table IQ, or what I call cheating. Whenever somebody says, oh, he's got great table IQ, to me, yeah, that just means they're cheating. That means, oh, I'm going to do micro geo positioning, freaking nano movements in the strap, and I'm going to get the ref to like sneeze and close his left eye, and I'm shoving forward, and Anyways, which one?
Definitely Ryan.
Ryan's the better one of those
For
two.
sure.
Yeah, all right. Lachlan comes into it like a man.
Yeah.
He just wants to grit his teeth, hammer and tongs. Let's start banging stuff into shape.
That's right.
The other guy says, "No, arm wrestling's not that simple. It's only been around for centuries. You have to study this stuff for 27 years to understand the intricacies of grabbing somebody's hand and going sideways. It's way complicated."
It definitely is.
This guy's never figured it out. One guy's gonna care about the table, the straps, the buckle, the ref, the cadence of go, whether the ref says it on an inhale or an exhale, and the other guy goes, "Let's just pull." I just want to pull. I want to take my shirt off and pull. No. Running fouls. Guys, I'm Danny Tesh.
Oh, God.
What do you think?
Oh, he's a genius. I'm going
I think he's already working the refs.
right now.
I think he's sending bourbon and hookers to the refs' hotel rooms like tonight. I think the match is like in 5 weeks, or 5 days, or 5 hours.
It's at least
The Devin Thor match completely overshadowed everything.
it's at least a 1-8.
I was gonna give him a 2, so it can be compromised on 1.9.
All right.
All right. Did you watch the Devin versus Thor?
No, I did not.
Thor looks like he can box.
Does he really?
Devin looks like he was asked to box 5 weeks ago.
I heard that.
No, I mean, dude, with that kind of pressure,
Oh.
Devin's a stand-up guy.
Oh, for sure.
First, Thor was looking.
Oh, scary.
He's huge. He's solid.
Shredded.
He came out there with a stance, and I go, "Oh man, this looks like every high school party I ever went to." Man, and I was Devin at every one of those high school parties.
That sucks.
It does. Wow. All right. The Mike Ayello factor. Remind our audience what the Mike Ayello factor is.
That's abs and tan.
It's the combination of abs and tans and their direct bearing on the outcome of arm wrestling. Which one's closer to Mike Ayello?
With that, I don't know. I mean, with that pasty white face and that red hair, I don't see him. He's pretty low on the.
He's pretty low.
Yeah.
I think Lachlan's got abs. Did I tell you? Have you seen his train? He trains with a shirt off.
I have heard.
Cotton is very rare in Australia.
Is that true?
Yeah, they saved all the cotton for. What else do you make cotton out of? Candy? They took all their cotton and made candy out of it. There's no shirts in Australia. This represents 50% of the t-shirts in Australia.
No.
Neither one of these guys has a tan.
No.
Lachlan's got abs though. His abs got abs, man. Lachlan's got some abs, okay?
That's pretty catchy.
But he walked in front of a bright light. I saw what he had for dinner. The man has no pigment in his skin at all. If I took a picture of you, the negative looks like him. If I put abs on it.
Oh, that's tough.
He walked in front of me and I go, "Fuck, look at them abs." Then I realized he was walking away from me. He's got abs on his back. He's got back abs.
Back.
His front abs have like proliferated back abs. I think he's an ab donor now. I think you get an ab donor card when you drive. You know, they drive on the wrong side of the street.
I didn't know that.
So their donor cards are reversed. Your picture's on the back side. Your picture's not on the front side. Anyways, he's got all kinds of abs. He's got no kind of tan. So I'm going to put him at half an Ayello, 0.5.
Whoa. That's pretty good.
All right. Now we're going to talk about
Blue.
the guy with blue. The whitest guy in the world. He is getting darker, but Freckles ain't tans. Freckles is like, basal cell melanoma or something. It ain't tan. And I'm guessing he don't have abs. I don't know.
No, I don't believe so.
But anyways, if we stand Ryan Blue Bowen up against Mike Ayello, I'm thinking he's going to come in at a what?
Negative.
I was going to say a -2. I don't even think it's close.
No.
All right. The last thing will be Toddzilla factor. How do you think?
I'm not sure.
Well, they're both on record beating me.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, they can both. So they're both 2 times Toddzilla. At a minimum, they're 2 Toddzillas.
Okay.
Toddzilla. That's 2 Toddzillas is like a quadzilla.
That's cool.
But Ryan started out as in Camp Toddzilla, West Side Barbell Training, like and stuff. Lachlan started out with Giannis Omlin. So if it was the Giannis Omlin's factor, Lachlan would be all over it.
Yeah.
So at a minimum, we give Lachlan 2 Toddzillas because he can obviously beat me. Everybody in Australia can beat me.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Okay.
So we will put Ryan Bowen at 2.5.
Sounds fair enough.
It's completely not fair. But this is what the math says. Okay?
Okay.
So, why don't you take your pen
God, no.
and add this shit up.
Okay. All right.
Hold on a second. Now that we're drinking this Australian beer, the only thing American beer is good for is to hold up the Australian scoreboard for the Emu Wars. Woo! Watch this shit fall over.
Oh God.
All right,
All right.
work your math skills.
Okay. Dude.
Guys, we are talking about being the #1 arm wrestler in Albania.
That's Australia.
That's what I said. I can't believe these guys are going all the way to Alabama to have an arm wrestling match.
That's Australia.
To be assistant to Danny Tash. Woo! My God, would you hurry up? Look, public schools in America, another child left behind. I'm gonna have to check this out.
I think that's close.
I can't even read that.
That's 7.4.
7.4? Wait, well that's got 2 digits in it.
Oh God, that threw everything off.
So, how did you add 6 and 5 is 11, plus 3 is 14.
That's what I said.
So you got that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Boom.
7.45.
That right there. That's what did it.
You're half done. Way to go. Congratulations. You got 50% on a test, and you're already drinking beer. Jesus. No wonder the Europeans beat us in the spelling bee every day. Now, can you do this math?
I could.
Well, I mean, I guess I should refer. Will you?
I sure will.
Oh my God, it's so hard to hire people these days. I got to get an end to this COVID unemployment.
9.8.
Do you mind if I check?
I would if I was you.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3.
Oh, that was a
Plus
negative.
2.
Yeah. That would be wrong then.
Oh, look, the channel's gonna get so much better when I can start hiring people. Okay, so theoretically, on paper, Lachlan wins. If the theory's mine and the paper's mine.
Yeah.
And you're doing the math 2 or 3 times.
Just to make sure.
So, who do you think wins?
Lachlan.
Really?
I do.
All right, by how much? You pick Lachlan. What are the odds? Or what's the score?
3-2.
Best of 5. You think it's 3-2?
Yeah.
I pick Ryan Bowen. Ryan Bowen wins 5-0. They could arm wrestle 10 times and Ryan's going to win all 10 times. Lachlan's not going to win a match.
Okay.
You know why?
No.
Now think about this.
Okay.
See, we didn't really, when it came to table IQ, capacity, and cheating, you didn't ask the right questions. See, like 45 years ago, when Ryan Bowen's YouTube channel was like 30 years old, but his arm wrestling career was only like 5 years old, that's when he launched that's when he decided he was going to do this whole YouTube arm wrestling channel. And he knew he was going to have to be the #1 arm wrestler in Australia at some point in time. So he's been scoping out all the arm wrestlers in Australia while he's filming them, traveling all over, practicing with them, training with them. Nobody's arm wrestled in Australia more than Ryan.
No.
Ryan and Lachlan have been arm wrestling a lot, right? So it's like, hey, I want to practice with my shirt off. No, man, you can't do that. This is like a family channel. But, so they would arm wrestle, right? And he's got the power, you know, and then he would come back, oh, okay. So they would arm wrestle, and this is a theory, but I'm pretty sure this is a historical reenactment, because I wasn't actually there. What I think happened was the more they arm wrestled, table IQ, he kept trying different things. So they would arm wrestle, Lachlan would smash him. Ryan would go back to his prison cell and start filing his key. Right? He'd come back to practice and try it. Try the lock. The lock on Lachlan. The Lachlan lock. Lock, 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 lock. But it wouldn't always work. And they'd practice again, and they'd train, and they'd make videos. And he did Toddzilla training, and he did Giannis Amlin's training. And then they started coach training, and then they both became better than me. Then they both became better than the world. And he actually got subscribers from babies that aren't even born yet.
Okay.
There are 3 generations of people in Taiwan who have already subscribed to his channel. Okay? But they kept arm wrestling. All of a sudden, bing! He got the key. He got the Lachlan unlock key. The Lachlan key. Okay? So he put it in his pocket. Because when the WIL was going, he's gonna go gangbusters. But WIL's in COVID relief and stuff. So now I think it's time to unveil, because he needs something to goose stuff up. I think Ryan Blue Bowen knows how to beat Lachlan, and I think he knows how to beat him 10 out of 10 times.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's like when Artem came here. I think it'll look just like that. He's going to fire first. He will probably knock him over to the winning position every time, but Ryan's going to hang out open with his hand. And I think he pulls it back. I think he even jumps. I think he even beats him on go and gets position, everything. I think he gets position every single time. Whether he gets knocked off center or not is unlikely, but if he does, he's in such good position to win. Unless Lachlan pulls Ryan like I pulled Matt Mask and Marcio. Then that's the only way I see Lachlan beating Ryan. I see Ryan beating Lachlan like Matt Mask beats people, like Marcio beats people.
Yeah.
So
does he have what it takes to pull like that?
he's stronger than him. Oh, there ain't no doubt about it. That is a strong, strong man. That is a strong, and he's fairly quick man. But it is very hard for an inside puller to be an outside puller.
Okay.
Especially you've been training with him on and off. If you and I trained for 5 years and I knew how to beat you and I didn't go, hey bro, this is where you're weak, this is what you need to strengthen. But instead I go, oh, boop, put that in my pocket, put that in my pocket. At your funeral I'm going to say, this is how I've been whipping his ass.
It's pretty smart.
All right, so final analysis. I say Ryan wins every single match. You think Lachlan wins 3.
I still do.
All right. We will come back afterwards and we will do a follow-up. Okay. Oh, let me raise this up a little. You stand there so I can get the camera right. So, for excellence, not victory, Craig Andy Davis,
Andy Davis.
Todd Hutchings, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Come back. Peace, love, and side pressure.